So today, we have a very disturbing story here. It comes out of Illinois. East St. Louis is a city where an overnight fire claimed the lives of 5 brothers and sisters, all minors between the ages of 2 and 9 years old. It was reported about 3 a.m. on Friday, August 6th. That was the mother's 34th birthday. The single mother and her kids, they had been living on the 2nd floor of an apartment building at 560 North 29th Street in East St. Louis, directly across the street from an elementary school. The youngest was this 2-year-old baby right here. Her name was Lowell. And then her brother, this little boy here, he was only 4 years old, and his name was Jabari. 7-year-old twin girls, Nevaeh and Heaven. And then the oldest sibling of the group was this young little boy here, 9-year-old Deontay. 5 little innocent kids under the age of 10 taken out by this fire. You know, I have a lot of questions about this. Police and fire officials are still investigating to determine the cause of the fire. They also haven't confirmed whether the apartment had working smoke detectors. The owner of the building is Rudy McIntosh. He's a retired East St. Louis police officer. He worked there for 24 years and retired just 2 years ago in 2019. He's told reporters that he's owned this building for over 30 years and that it had smoke detectors. However, we still don't know if the smoke detectors, if they were working, and this family was living in one of the 4 units. But there was a man who lives in the basement of the building, 52-year-old Kenneth Jennings. He said he didn't hear any smoke alarms. Here's a quote from the neighbor. He said, "I thought there was a fight upstairs. I heard a lot of commotion with hollering and screaming. Then I smelled smoke and ran out." So now we know what all of the commotion was. What Mr. Jennings heard was the sound of these 5 kids being burned alive. So when I heard this, I'm thinking, where was the mother? Her 5 kids are gone, but she's still here. So she wasn't harmed in this fire. According to the mother, her name is Sabrina Dunnigan. Her birthday was on Friday. So this happened on the morning of her birthday, 34 years old. Now, according to her, she had left the house to give someone a ride or run an errand and then came back home and saw the building in flames. We see several different reports. Some saying she was running an errand at 3 a.m. in the morning. Some saying that she went to go pick up a friend. Another saying that she picked somebody up from work. Not sure which one is the truth, but we do know for sure that she wasn't there. Sabrina said when she got back, she tried to enter the building, but she couldn't go in. All of these kids and Sabrina, they slept in one bedroom. By the time the firemen arrived on scene, 2 of those kids had already passed on. 2 other kids, they expired right in the arms of the rescuers. And then the 5th kid passed away in the ambulance, couldn't even make it to the hospital. The fire department first was on the scene, and they initially indicated that no adults were in the apartment when the fire started. But later on, police explained that they were trying to sort out if the kids were left unattended or if adults had been there. Sabrina told the police that her father and his blind wife was in the back of the apartment. So we're also unsure about that. Now, I found out something very crazy here about this family. This was not Sabrina's first fire that she and her kids had been involved in. A little bit over a year and a half ago, they had to move out of another house after it was burnt to the ground. Maybe it's a coincidence. It also happened on a Friday. When that first fire happened, Sabrina, she explained to reporters that she and her kids and her dad, and I believe his wife, they was about to head out to the grocery store. And then that's when her boyfriend, one of her baby daddies, probably of the youngest one, he showed up upset with her that she was talking to another man. At the time, the youngest baby, she wasn't even a year old. She was only 11 months. That's Lowell. And Sabrina said everybody left the house, and when they came back, it was on fire. Not long after that, she moved to this building right here. They had been there for over a year, and now we know that this last fire claimed the lives of all of her 5 kids. One of her baby daddies gave a quote to a reporter. He said that he was distraught over the loss of his child that he had with her, as well as the loss of his kids' siblings. It looks like Sabrina had 4 baby daddies, 5 kids, and 2 of those were twins. A lot of people criticize Sabrina for leaving her kids alone and this happening to them, and the family is really upset by that. This is what Sabrina's mother had to say.
It wasn't one kid. It wasn't even two. It was all of them. She lost all her children. No matter what went on in her life, she was always with her kids. Good, bad, thick, thin, it didn't matter. We don't care what people say. We don't care what people think. And we don't care how people feel. It's about what we feel right here within ourselves that matters to us.
You know, I'm really disgusted by this story. The funeral was already paid for by local people, but then you have people contributing as well to this GoFundMe where they raised over $10,000 at the time of this video. And I'm still trying to understand why we should be donating to Sabrina. All 5 kids are gone. In fact, in my opinion, Sabrina should be locked up right now. To me, it just doesn't sound right that they would have one fire over a year and a half ago, and we have a second fire now. She was out in the middle of the night when she should have been there with her kids. And also, Sabrina should not be allowed to have any more children. But how many of you want to bet that she'll have another baby a year from now? This is not just an accident. We have 5 lives lost over negligence. That just doesn't sit well with me. And then rewarding her with a GoFundMe right now is also the wrong thing to do. Should Sabrina be held accountable for this? Go ahead and drop your comments below. Shout out to Mike Love, Sagittarian Prince, and Dark Power. Thank you all for your contributions to this channel. If you want to see more content like this and you want to support this channel, the Cash App link is below in the description. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis? Want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.